we turn our spotlight on the kids in the hall. Unique, bizarre, hilarious, insane. Well, through the decades, many words have been used to describe the Canadian comedy troupe, but iconic sums them up.
Missed your body.
Didn't take you long to find a new friend.
My radar tells me that you two are more than just friends. Am I right?
It was a long time ago.
9 days.
For a generation, Dave Foley, Mark McKinney, Kevin McDonald, Bruce McCullough, and Scott Thompson were must-see TV right here on your public broadcaster. These days, the kids, they are older, they've had their ups and downs, but through it all, have managed to find a way to stick together as colleagues and friends. I met up with them recently in Toronto at the 25th anniversary of Canada's Walk of Fame. Joining me now, the kids in the hall. Gentlemen.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you for doing this. You're back on CBC. Here we go.
And they said never again.
Never again.
Is this a TV series? Is this our new TV series?
Yeah, we've been renewed.
We've been renewed.
All these years later, you guys are still, I guess, thick as thieves, or maybe not.
Yeah,
we're thick.
What is it about this relationship that has survived these decades?
None of us know how to walk away.
Well, didn't you for a little bit, though?
A little bit, not for long.
Yeah, but look, and where am I now?
You're back.
But he still had the idiot strings. We lured him back in.
Tell me a little bit about, the early days, because I know that some were from Calgary, Loose Moose Theatre, right? Others were from Toronto.
Brandon.
Was it chemistry immediately? Like, did you guys know this was going to work when you came together?
Absolutely. Kevin's first reaction on seeing me was, what was it again, Kevin?
He's not funny.
Not funny.
Why does he think he's funny?
Yeah.
He's not funny.
That, to be fair, that was socially. That was socially.
And what was your first reaction when you saw us?
I thought they're really funny. They need me.
Well, you were the last to join.
I was.
last, yeah.
You're the Ringo.
Still not an official member.
Yeah, I still haven't been accepted.
And I know that you said in the documentary that, like, you really wanted to be part of this group.
I did.
What was it about these other guys that you wanted to be part of?
Well, I thought that was my ticket. I knew that if I could join them, then we would become the greatest comedy troupe of our generation. I fell in love with them, that's the truth. Like, I fell in love with them, and that was it. And I remember that night, it was like, boom, that bolt, like where you go, there's no looking back, this is my future, and they don't even know it yet, but that's the way it's going to be.
And then we got a restraining order.
So, I mean, creatively, though, if you're a younger artist, do you have limitations now?
Oh, I think they do.
You do?
Yes, and I think that they're in an environment where they almost can't push past it. And we were in an environment where things were changing and shaking, and I don't know, we just did it. And we had 5 of us, so when you have 5 kind of powerful people, you put it together, you're invincible.
And we were young.
We were young. We had no idea what we were doing.
Yeah.
Like,
now that we're old, people are less tolerant of us.
We're probably a little more accepting of, I guess I understand why there's limits, but I didn't then.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So, gentlemen, when you got back together for this latest Amazon series, how long was the time that you had not seen each other for, or do you guys keep in touch like all the time?
Yeah.
There's like a WhatsApp group?
We've been doing tours off and on, and we did a mini series for the CBC.
Right, I remember.
Back a while back, and then we usually every 3 or 5 years.
Yeah. No, we're
we'll
always
go on
in
the
touch.
road.
Yeah.
We always find excuses to do stuff together.
We'd also, we were gearing up to do the series in the summer of 2020.
Yeah.
And because of COVID and the delays, I mean, we were together, we were writing, but we couldn't shoot that summer. So we actually spent a long time developing it.
We started
Then we got back together the next year and we
2019.
threw out half the stuff and started again.
Yeah.
With the streaming, do you find that Kids in the Hall has found a new generation? And do kids come up to you now and be like, you're the Kids in the Hall?
No.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
No.
I do get that a little bit.
You get that a little bit?
I do get
I don't
that.
get that at all. I think it was our
Yeah.
audience, our Kids in the Hall audience loved it, and it was actually their imprimatur, their reaction to the series, which that it really just felt like, even though we have now bloated older bodies, that it was a straight line continuum from the spirit of the original series. That was the most rewarding thing about being able to do that.
Did you guys get canceled after the first season and then Lorne Michaels?
We got canceled after each season, I think, right?
Every season.
After each
We were
season?
canceled after
The first one was the most
third.
famous one.
Yeah.
That was
And
when
the fifth.
we were at the Mutual Street, offices.
Yes.
When Lauren called and said, might not be happening again. And then we all went and got drunk. And then we won a bunch of awards and we were back on.
Yeah.
So how much of this do you owe to Lorne Michaels?
Oh, all of it.
All of it.
Yeah. Well, Lauren, I mean, because he came up to see us to scout us for Saturday Night Live. And so it was his call to not split us up. He's the one who said these guys are too good together.
Yeah.
And that they should stay together.
And you guys went down to do SNL, but then you eventually...
No, we never did.
Those two
no,
did.
These guys did, but then you guys came back because you were missing the
No,
group
we
dynamic?
were coming back and doing, because SNL's like 3 weeks on,
Yeah.
a week 2 off. So we were
Yeah.
coming back and doing some of our best work because we had to work really fast. We had a week off from SNL, and we wrote most of what went into our first special in these little hyper hits. And instantly, I think,
We wrote a lot.
realized that
Yeah.
we were still much better suited to kids than to doing SNL, at least at that point.
Let me just ask each of you guys this question. What does Kids in the Hall represent to you?
Well, it's my family. It's my other family.
Family.
Yeah. They're my other brothers. And
sisters.
there's nothing without the Kids in the Hall for me. It's like the well you just keep going back to.
Right.
That's nice.
Everything
Yeah.
flows from that
The
well.
fun factory.
Yeah.
It's a fun talk.
And it's I'd say we're my tie to my youth.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true
You know, these are the guys I was young with. You know.
A beautiful chain around your neck for your whole life.
Yeah.
But it feels good.
Yeah.
Silver chain, gold
Yeah.
chain, what kind of chain?
And it might be
Ball
tied to a
chain?
cinder block, and someone might be throwing it in a river.
But you can't ever leave.
Yeah.
What happens if you try to?
Ask Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We offer $10 more and
Yeah.
they come running back.
I didn't get your answer.
What does Kids in the Hall mean to me?
Yeah.
4 guys standing between me and my meal ticket. I'm a realist. I'm the realist in the truth.
Sorry, Mark.
Gentlemen, to the next 2 decades.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.